Now, while Women's Month has come and gone, the challenges facing women still remain, particularly when it comes to child maintenance. Now, women say the courts are unfriendly towards them and often side with the paternal or rather the father's side. And magistrates and staff dealing with these cases are unsympathetic, they say. Ayesha Ismail reports that there are 56 maintenance courts in the Western Cape and only 19 maintenance investigators.
According to law, both parents must pay for their children's upbringing. However, respective payments depend on how much each parent earns. And there is where the problem lies.
I've decided to zoom in on maintenance because I think that while everybody is talking about women abuse, nobody is focusing on maintenance, which is a major source of economic abuse.
Where does the best interest of the child comes in place when we have to wait 6 months before it even gets to a court? Because the maintenance officer didn't even bother to look through this.
With my personal experience, I've been coming to court for about 25 years for my daughter. And it's always a negative. You always feel like the victim. It's a constant battle because it's a misogynistic environment.
Like many others, these women have been in and out of the courts for years, trying to get maintenance payments for their children. They say the best interest of the child gets lost in the court system due to countless delays, staff shortages, incompetence, and lack of compassion. They travel long distances to get to court and arrive when the doors open. For those who work, they either have to take a day's leave or lose a day's wages.
25 years, and in that 25 years, for 10 years, I didn't get an increase because my one matter gets postponed for 3 months. Then on top of that, they tell you to be at 8:30 in the morning. 1 o'clock, you are still waiting to be seen. And then when you come in, there's no magistrates officers available, or the father conveniently doesn't bring his bank statements, then it's postponed another 3 months. So it is a never-ending story.
Natasha Strubel has been in and out of court in Somerset West since 2017. Last year, she went back to ask for a maintenance increase because her child needed a hearing aid.
So the documents I've got here is information that the maintenance officer is supposed to prepare and compile and provide to the magistrate in order to conduct a trial.
She says she compiled her own documents with her own money, but the maintenance officer didn't read them and caused delays in the matter.
So for argument's sake, he could be not paying for 6 months. So that's 30,000 in arrears. So what does the woman do in that 6 months? You know, who puts food on the table? Where's the best interest of the child?
At this community dialogue run by the National Prosecuting Authority on the last Saturday of the month, women can come and seek help. It's an opportunity for those battling with payments and trying to navigate through pieces of legislation to be heard.
It really is horrific. I mean, I'm in the courts 4 days a week, and when you walk down the passages, you see moms sitting in the maintenance courts feeling so helpless and despondent. You go into the domestic violence court, they are overflowing. The passages, the corridors are overflowing with people who've been abused and really just wanting help and protection.
The National Prosecuting Authority acknowledges that the shortage of staff is a major contributing factor to lengthy delays, but adds that applying for maintenance is not a quick fix, as the law has to be followed.
Section 21(8)(d) of the Maintenance Amendment Act 9 of 2015 makes it clear that where a remand is unfair and detrimental to the livelihood of the child or the mother, then the court can make that order immediately and then tell the respondents that they can come back on a J435 or J438 and ask for a rescission or amendment or an adjustment to that order. It's unnecessary that women have to wait while the legislation made it possible for women to be able to get that immediate recourse that they want immediately in courts.
He says it's imperative for women to familiarise themselves with the relevant legislation.
Because we've got a beautiful piece of legislation, the implementation of it, that is where the problem is.
Ayesha Ismail, Cape Town.